Coach, the Tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 34. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On first down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Back to throw. Love. And that's incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
H3-2-18, chopper. High 7, let's go. Undercut. Yeah.
Now Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Love. He gets this one to Boyd. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 22 jet bomber. Watch the ship. Check. Leo. Check 99. Check. Crunch.
Here's Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
A 24-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Hey. Check three. Cut. Yep. Go 50 extra money. Hey, pick your game up. Go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
On the ball.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 31-yard line. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Go. Hey, 96 is coming. We don't like 96. I'm on. Now.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Hey. Tighten up. Pull together.
Going for it with Sanders. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call.
30 base.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go! 18 Gator. You draw quarter. Yep. 58. Greystone Travis. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, watch it. Yo, go. 58 right there. Ready?
They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. Running right. Here's Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On first and 10, Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
You got tight right there.
Jones. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
66. Roll it high. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Looking to throw. Love. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And Sanders now to return. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The Lions stands on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, Delta.
2nd and 6. Going to throw right side here, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, it's Sanders. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Lions have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. No gain, and it's second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now Sanders. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Brings up second and 7 at the 39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Check 26, check 26. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Touchdown, defense. And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Here's a second and 7. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I got you, boy. I got you. Now! Check four. Get it.
They'll run with Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The point after is good, and the lead is now 17-3. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Another run here with Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get some penetration here. Go on. Sponge. No, exit. Yep. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, let's get there. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, here we go. 50, yep, the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Back to throw. Love. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Will Harris there to make the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play a field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Another run with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Break. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, wahoo! 51, Mike. Mike 51. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. But Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Lashley. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Hey, Will.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
We go set. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, echo. 51 to 5.
Back to throw here. And that one taken in by Lashley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Johnson, and he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Go. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. 50.
Now a give, right side. It's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation.
Kill. Race don't travel. Bam. Comes to me.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
He's high, 64, weak. Crash. Mike 3.
Second and 4. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Greystone, travel. Hey, turn it up. Shift. Tighten up. Back. Big grip.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, dude. You got to get...
The Lions on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken
come on,
down.
man. Get the fuck out.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox, light, something's wrong. Ready, go.
Off the play fake. Love. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Badgley on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start
Man, come on, man. You got to block that thing.
Questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on 1st down. Love got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
76, you're out. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Deuce.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
This motherfucker.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Right here. Oh! Get the ball. Go. 58, Mike. It's coming this way.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Ready? 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Set, ready? 8, read.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Yep. 29, look at me, zipper. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day. All day.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.